What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Diaz Traveling Show. Leo here, and we are going to go over our trip into Quebec. I think we're on episode number 12 now. Our stop most recently was in Montreal. Now, before we even get started, Montreal was still pretty much on lockdown, and there weren't very many things that we could do. There wasn't a lot we could go see, and on top of that all, it was super cold when we were there. Now, being from Calgary, it does get cold, but it's a dry kind of cold. Here, there was a lot more moisture in the air, and it was a lot more damp, and it felt a lot colder than it actually was, I think. Getting to Montreal, and this is what we're met with.
Hello, Montreal!
So how do you like Quebec so far?
Good.
Yeah? Well, I guess some people are just a little bit more tired today than others. He's gonna have no feeling in his legs when he gets up.
I know.
Now, once we got settled in, we were brave enough to go out into the cold air, and we actually managed to do quite a bit of walking. And one of the first places we hit up was Chinatown. Now, you know me, and I hate Chinese food. So it was a bit of a mission to try and actually force that stuff down my throat, but we did it, and it was great. And I'm actually pretty glad that we did, because I love Chinatown, and Montreal actually has a pretty decent Chinatown. In Montreal, where are we going? Chinatown, yeah. Now, after indulging in that, we still managed to get outside despite the cold weather. It was really nice seeing, because there was no one around. Everything was shut, unfortunately, but you were still able to walk around the city pretty freely and go and see the outside sights. We did walk down to the old fort.
Please! I am begging you.
We did a couple walks around St. Catherine Street. It was pretty dead overall, but it was still pretty fun to see. They still had these lights that were set up everywhere. It was like a light festival, and you could still go and run around and check it all out because it was still open and it was still accessible. So that was kind of the cool part of it all. We were also able to go get into the mall. You did need to show your vaccine passport to actually buy liquor, which was kind of weird. But we made the most out of every situation that we could outside. They had a couple parks set up. You could go out and play. So that was still pretty cool to do. I don't know if she can hear the music. Now, overall, the trip was actually quite good. It was quite restful because there wasn't a lot going on and we couldn't do a whole heck of a lot. The only downside was that our Airbnb, I swear our neighbors were Willie Nelson and Bob Marley. The whole place just stunk of weed. It does kind of stink in here like smoke. All right, so someone in this hallway keeps smoking weed and cigarettes, and it just stinks. It's coming into our apartment. There's a sign right there. So even though we weren't able to do as much as we would have hoped to have done, it was still a good trip, still fun to come out to Montreal. I would do it again, but hopefully not during a pandemic. So until then, stay tuned, guys, because we are moving onward and upward, and we will catch you on our next show. Keep safe, and we'll see you soon.
And we are in Montreal. My mom's wheel is clogged.
Okay, keep walking.
We are going to the train station.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, get your walk on.